Hello and a very warm welcome. Second test, F1 testing, second test, day 2, Barcelona. Quick summarisation of the day. Couple of red flags as usual. A lot of drivers hit the ton mark. Sebastian Vettel crashes into the barriers at turn 3. If you know Circuit de Barcelona, you do not go off at turn 3. Lewis Hamilton did it in a race once when he had a puncture. And Vettel hits the wall. Actually hit the wall, had to go to the medical centre, and McLaren on top for the second day in a row. Holy shit. In we go. Carlos Sainz sets the fastest lap time of testing of anyone. He does a 1:17.144 and finishes top of the timesheets. Same as yesterday though. McLaren set the fastest time and then they basically stop out on track. Sainz stops on the pit straight, brings out the red flag, loss of water pressure. And then we get underway again. Max stops, another red flag, second of the day. And then the huge news, Ferrari have looked mighty, no problems, mileage, they look the best car. Excuse me. They look the best car, no issues. And then Vettel, he's going through turn 3. If you don't know the Barcelona circuit, you go through 1, 2, and then 3 is flat out in an F1 car, easy. He goes straight on, hits the barrier. Had to go to the medical centre to get checked. He hit it with some force. That brought a big delay. Vettel was all clear, there was no problems, but you have to go to the medical centre when you hit the wall at certain G. Then there was a big delay, 40-minute delay. And then we got some breaking news. Alonso named ambassador for McLaren. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Fernando Alonso back in the McLaren. If McLaren, it's only testing, we can't get carried away, but 2 days on top of the timesheets. I can guarantee if the McLaren's competitive, we'll see Alonso back in the McLaren. Sergei Sorokin dropped by Williams last season. He is now Renault's reserve driver. And that is official. So Sorokin is the reserve driver for Renault. And where we got to. Then we see after dinner, the morning session, so eventful, afternoon not so. We see Max, Sainz, Kubica, Grosjean all hit the 100 mark. And then Ferrari finally get back out on track with Charles Leclerc. So hardly any running for Charlie. F1 testing, day 2, second test. Sebastian Vettel hits the wall and Carlos Sainz fastest for McLaren. I'll run you down it now. Carlos Sainz, the Spaniard, second day in a row for McLaren, top of the timesheets. Holy shit, it'll be snowing. Is this genuine pace though, or is it testing? Another surprise up there. Racing Point, as we now call them. Sergio Perez, the Mexican, is in P2. Lance Stroll P3 yesterday. Perez P2. Sebastian Vettel, huge blunder. Huge bang in the confidence for the German. He hits the wall. Obviously it wasn't his fault. Mechanical issue. It never came up what the actual issue was. But like I said, turn 3 is flat out. And he just went straight on. He's all okay, but hampered his day, hampered his teammates' day of running. Kimi Raikkonen, the Iceman's P4 in his Alfa Romeo. Romain Grosjean hit the ton mark, he's P5. Max had a stoppage out on track, brought the red flag out. I think we had 2 red flags today, so that's pretty decent compared to normal. Max stopped out on track, red flag. Danny Kvyat, the Torpedo, is P7 in his Toro Rosso Honda. Valtteri Bottas is P8. Lewis Hamilton's P9. Mercedes yet to show their hand. Nico Hulkenberg is in P10. Robert Kubica getting the mileage in. Williams, no mileage. Russell does 100 laps yesterday. Kubica does 100 laps today. Phenomenal. That's what they need. They need mileage. Everyone's 2 days ahead of Williams. Williams need to catch up. And so far so good. Although their lap times are going to be, probably they're doing mileage, but Williams probably will still be at the back of the grid. Ricciardo's in P12, the smiling Australian, and Charles Leclerc, I don't think he actually set a time, but we'll say Charles Leclerc's last. Literally he got out with like 5 minutes to spare, so I don't actually think he set a time. There we have it. Day 1. Testing finishes, I react. Day 1 of the second test. Day 2 of the second test. Join me tomorrow for day 3 of the second test. And day 4. And yeah, Carlos Sainz is fastest. Norris fastest yesterday. Sainz fastest today. And Vettel hits the wall. Remember, no footage of Vettel's crash. Purely my reactions. Wow, wow, wow. Ferrari looking so perfect, so reliable, mileage, looking the best car, and then bang, Vettel hits the wall. He's all okay, is the German, the big dong German.